It's nighttime at school, and Marinette is running for her dear life. She gets paused by a future akumatized villain and frozen by a previous one, prompting the episode to end. Just kidding. She gets rescued by a character that surely won't be a future akumatized villain. Surprise, surprise, it turns out to be a daydream, and Miss Mendeleev sends Nathan to the principal's office, but not before he trips and accidentally reveals a sketch of himself and Marinette for everyone to see. This ultimately leads in him getting akumatized. Back in class, teacher pairs Alia with Marinette's crush and her future boyfriend. Meanwhile, Marinette gets paired up with the plastics. Chloe tries to talk her way out of working with Marinette, only for the teacher to tell her to deal with it. Marinette asks Alia to swap for groups, only for her to say no and get pinned down. In the locker room, Chloe refuses to participate in the group project and lets Sabrina and Marinette do all the work. Marinette confronts Chloe on this, only for Sabrina to reveal that this shit is completely normal. Marinette tries to sell Sabrina to stand up for herself, only for Chloe to guilt trip her by saying she'll have no friends. In the halls, Sabrina appreciates Marinette for standing up for her and caring about the project, and automatically makes Marinette her new bestie. What could go wrong? In the library, Sabrina tells Chloe that she refuses to do her homework. Chloe tries to bribe Sabrina with a beret, but Marinette sees through her BS. A illustrator shows up and draws a bunch of berets that drop on Chloe. Next, he draws a giant hair blower as Chloe runs for her dear life. This prompts with Adrian and Marinette to transform. After the flashy sequence and crappy funs, the villain gets away. In Chloe's house, Ladybug and Cat Noir interrogate Chloe to try and figure out why she's on the villain's shit list, while she vandalizes art. Chloe denies she ever did anything wrong, and Ladybug sarcastically calls her amazing. Chloe fails to see this as sarcasm and takes selfies with her parasocial idol. Cat Noir questions her negativity, and Ladybug sees the crew drawing of herself and storms out, all while Chloe asks for a text even though she never gave Ladybug her number. Ladybug swings back, de-transforms, and abuses her Kwame. Afterward, she forgets about the project and gets tons of missed calls from Sabrina. Eve Illustrator shows up and breaks her window. What the hell? Eve Illustrator invites Marinette to his birthday party, and this is what happened.
For you, Marinette.
You can't hurt Chloe anymore. I simply cannot bear violence.
Girl, please. Marinette comes to the realization that Eve Illustrator likes her, even though Chloe already told her. Deke addresses how she's going to take down Eve Illustrator as Ladybug, only to get Cat Noir involved. Back at Chloe's house, she's struggling to learn about particle physics. She asks Cat Noir if he knows, and forces him to do her homework, while she makes a crappy cat pun. Cheeky. Cat Noir gets a call from Ladybug asking him to ditch Regina George for someone with a brain, while she's on a secret mission. Cat Noir bails while Chloe gets pissed. Back in Marinette's house, Sabrina shows up at the door with Marinette's finished geography homework. She asks when they'll do the project, but Marinette comes up with an excuse to bail. Sabrina compares her to the Regina George Satan and leaves regretting doing the homework she wasn't asked. Cat Noir enters and makes more crappy puns and announces that she's the new Ladybug. Ironic. On the boat, Eve Illustrator makes some decorations when Hawkmoth tells him to get his shit together. Marinette enters and we get information on the fact that Eve Illustrator can't draw in the dark. The date goes smoothly, only for Cat Noir to show up. Marinette steals Eve Illustrator's pen, and Eve Illustrator also compares her to the She-Devil. Marinette addresses this issue, but the two aren't far off in terms of getting people akumatized. Eve Illustrator gets his pen back, traps Marinette and Cat Noir in a glass box, and leaves them to drown, while he plans on murdering Chloe. Marinette teaches Cat Noir how to do his job, and Cat Noir ditches her. Back in Chloe's house, she tries to come up with an excuse for why she can't do the project, but finds it BS. She hears a knock on the door and thinks it's Cat Noir, but surprise, surprise, it's the Eve Illustrator. She hides under the bed while her dresses and shoes disappear, and apparently this is what causes her to get pissed, even though she wears the same clothes every day. Eve Illustrator creates a giant shoe that chases Chloe, and she is unfortunately rescued by Ladybug. Cat Noir then asks about the secret mission.
If I told you, it wouldn't be a secret.
She's got a point.
Eve Illustrator tells Ladybug and Cat Noir that Chloe's the real Beyotch, but Chloe denies this. Eve Illustrator creates boxing gloves that target Cat Noir, Ladybug, and Chloe, but unfortunately Chloe is saved. He then creates a buzzsaw that for some reason withstands Ladybug's yo-yo. It then targets Chloe, but Cat Noir saves her. Gosh dang it. Cat Noir hits a lamp that causes Illustrator to draw somewhere else. Ladybug identifies his weakness and prompts Cat Noir to take down the lights, but Illustrator removes the light switch, making Cat Noir waste his power. He then draws a ball unchained and makes him fall on the floor. Ladybug summons her lucky charm, which creates a bouncy ball. Ladybug then throws the bouncy ball all over Chloe's room and destroys the lights. Marinette grabs the akumatized object, destroys it, and saves the day. At school, Alia interviews Chloe. Don't know why, and Chloe complains about Ladybug and Cat Noir ruining her room. Sabrina walks up to Marinette, still upset at her for bailing her out. Marinette tries to apologize, only for Sabrina to kick her out of the group. Marinette compliments Sabrina's beret, only for it to be revealed to be the same bribe gift Chloe gave her. Sabrina runs to tell Chloe that she's finished her geography homework. Adrian shows up and asks if Cat Noir was awesome during the time taking out Illustrator. I feel both Marinette and Adrian should have put two and two together, but Marinette blabbers on about how awesome Adrian is and the episode ends. Let's review. Chloe humiliated a classmate for having a crush and caused him to get akumatized. When she was assigned to work with Marinette, she refused to participate in the project and forced all work on both girls, causing Marinette to confront her after encouraging Sabrina to stand up for herself. She tried guilt-tripping her and bribed her with gifts. After Ladybug and Cat Noir try to figure out the beef the villain has with Chloe, she denies she ever did anything wrong and takes selfies of her idol without consent. She struggles to do her project and forces Cat Noir to do it. When that fails, she tries to come up with an excuse to force herself out of it. And even when Ladybug and Cat Noir save her from near death, she complains about them destroying her room, and she unfortunately wins her back her bestie with a gift. Meanwhile, we'll have to wait several seasons later for Sabrina to get her shit together. And nothing gets resolved from Nathaniel's crush on Marinette. I guess 22 minutes was enough for that, but for what it's worth, Nathaniel at least ends up with a nice guy that's Hiro Hamada wannabe. And this won't be the last time another character has a crush on Marinette. But at the end of the day, Chloe is a Beyotch.